Hey guys, Z-Dub with Fish Life Outdoors, and welcome to Lake of the Pines. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Fish Life Outdoors. We are live from Lake of the Pines. Got old D-Dub here. Got my boy Randy Wheeler and old Mikey Sims. Y'all seen him before. Seen him down at Rayburn. Seen him at the Trevor Bowling Memorial Tournament. And man, we stuck him pretty good. Hey, today we are targeting deep fish. We are targeting bass on these deep water points. We're going to try to find some grouped up, get in position, and catch them. Now, one thing we might have to do is, you know, if we're set up on this side of the water fish, cast in there a couple times, we don't get any bites, we might have to reposition our boats. I'm going to take you through the whole thing. I'm going to show you what we're using, how we're fishing it, where we're fishing on that Fish Life app, and hey, we're going to go to whacking. Y'all come along for the ride.
So,
there he is.
Good one?
2, 3, 4 pounder. I can flip him. I can flip him.
Sure?
Yeah. He ain't huge, but he's a good one anyway. Not a bad little fish right here, guys. About a 2.5 pounder. Be all right in the tournament. Get him, hand. Go ahead, dude. Oh, I missed it. How about that net job? Bro, one of them fish bumps. Come on up here. All right, guys, so what happened was we identified a school of fish on our side scan. Yeah, go ahead and throw it. See that? That is what we're looking for. See all these fish, all these dots in here? That is exactly what we're looking for right there. So let's see if we can get set up on them and go to work. And we actually set up right over here, okay, and was throwing into the wind at them. Couldn't get no action whatsoever. So we came right over the top of them and set up on this side. Now we're throwing with the wind. For whatever reason, maybe the way they're set up on the bottom, we're actually getting some bites now. You saw I just lost one. D just got one in the boat. Now, we are catching these fish on shaky heads. Okay, you see that right there? That is a Barrett custom shaky head with a grande bass little airtail worm. There's a couple of different ways to fish this shaky head. You can throw it out there and you can just slow drag it back. Slow drag it back. The other way, you throw it out there, when it hits the bottom, you just kind of give it little short hops like you're trying to dig it all the way back to the boat, okay? That's how I got bit. I think, D, you were just slow dragging it, wasn't it?
I was mixing it. So I drag it 2 or 3 times, and then I'd stop, let it sit, and then I'd wiggle it. Then I'd drag it, wiggle it, then I'd drag, wiggle. I was just mixing it up right there.
Okay, so hey, vary your retrieves. Once you find the school, sometimes you have to vary your position and vary your retrieves. Hope this helps. Got it, he's got it, he's got it. Boom, get him, hand. Hey, I gotta go. Bye. See you. Good one?
Yep. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Sweet, come on. Keep him down.
You ready?
Keep him down, keep him down, keep him down. Oh, he ain't wanting to come up, is he? Oh, that's a good fish, son. Come on, easy, easy, easy. Oh! DW, go show him that fish, son. My goodness.
Fish Life Outdoors. Look at that.
That is a beauty. Man, that's 7.5, 8 pounds, I bet you.
Look at her, she's healthy. She's been eating. That's a real healthy Lake Pine fish right there. What we got?
712. Yeah.
Good old chunk. Get him. One was messed up. He got him though.
Swallowed it again. They're chomping it down the throat like crazy. There he is. All chunks.
Chunks.
Woo! Show them your camera too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another good one too. Man, these are like either some skinny females or big old males, because I mean they are just,
That's a big one.
they're long. More, see that boat coming out across there?
Yeah.
More this way, so between that where you start seeing the got him, Pod. I got him this time.
I knew we were on the right spot again.
It's a good one. That's another good one. Ooh. I got him right in the top of the mouth. I felt thump.
That's how they're supposed to bite. Don't.
Come on here, big guy. Got him. That's a good fish, son.
How about that, guys? Too close to the camera, baby.
D, tell them what we did now. Tell them what we saw on the graph. Tell them how we set up.
Man, we came across this, what are we on, like a hump ridge out here on this point.
Huge point with some humps and ridges on
Big
it.
old point. I'm gonna throw this one back real quick. Big point, and man, we saw a whole nice group of bass, and still, we're out here throwing these shaky heads, just dragging, popping, mixing it up, and man, we're wearing them out.
Now, it's important to note that when we saw that group of fish, we decided to set up upwind so we could throw with the wind to get at them. The other group we found earlier today, that's what they wanted. We tried to throw into the wind, for whatever reason they wasn't biting it. We get on the other side and drag it across a different direction, and that's when they bit it. So that kind of strategy has seemed to be paying off best today. Hey, one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to show y'all where we are. We're right here on the Fish Life app on this waypoint, and it says the fish are here on this point. 17, 18 foot of water. Use your electronics to find them. Of course, this is a huge point. Okay, so one thing I want to say is that when you see on your Fish Life app to go graph this point, okay, what that means is that the fish may not necessarily be right underneath that waypoint. This point that we're on literally goes for a half a mile, not a half a mile, it goes a couple 100 yards, okay? So we had to graph all over this point. We're actually about 100 yards from where the waypoint actually is, but we're still on the point. And it does say, throw Carolina rigs, shaky head, or jig. Well, we tried the Carolina rig, we tried a jig, shaky head's getting bit, so we're gonna stick with it. Lake of the Pines. Up on Pines? Yep, we up on Pines on one of these deep points, checking out them old Fish Life spots, and they are paying off. It's storming right there. Yeah, it is. It's storming at the boat ramp. Dude, Dude, we're out here on the Middle Pines, okay? We're just, I mean, we're literally
In between two thunderstorms.
in between. Yeah, there's a thunderstorm just to the north of us, northwest of us. There's a thunderstorm right there at the fish. I just got hooked up hand. He don't feel like he's not bad. Oh, I'm gonna flip him hand. I got that old 6-inch Lux rod. I can flip him on in the boat. Hey, talk to DW for a minute. I gotta do my little. I gotta show off my fish on camera. All right, here we go. Hey, there's another one in the boat right there, right out here on this point, fishing that fish life spot. Hey, I haven't been to Pines in over a year. Last time I was on Pines, y'all see me with Timmy Rhodes, and I got my butt kicked. I didn't get a bite. I didn't catch a fish. A little bit different story today. Me and DW's putting a little hurt on them. Hey guys, just a little tip for when you're shaky head fishing. When you catch a few fish, your head where it screws in might get a little bit weak, and where your hook is pinned into your bait, that's certainly going to rip. The more, if you're catching fish. So a good hack would be just to simply bite a quarter-inch of that worm in the head off. So when you screw it in, you're actually screwing into undamaged plastic right there. And when you go to pin your hook back in there, that is also undamaged plastic, because it's actually below. If you can see right here, that's where my bait is ripped from catching fish. But now my hook is pinned back in the in an undamaged part, and I didn't lose a whole lot of worm. I only lost about a quarter-inch of worm. So let's see how that works out.
That sounded like a good one.
That is a good fish, y'all. That is a good fish right there. And y'all saw what I just did now. All I did was I bit the top off of my wacky worm, off my shaky head worm, screwed it in where the plastic was undamaged, pinned my hook back, also where the plastic is undamaged. That's a good fat fish right there. Let's go. I'm just 3 pounds, 3 pounds, 8 ounces. Not a bad fish at all, dude. So, I missed mine, hand. Good job, boy.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're riding around a little bit. Again, we're still out here on this long point. And man, you can just ride around and find just groups of fish. I mean, all of them solid hey, fish.
DW, tell them how the schools are moving on us.
But I'm gonna show you this off real quick, and then we're gonna let her go real quick. But yeah, just like Dad said, man, these schools are moving. We'll fish. We'll stay on a school if we're catching them consistently, and when it stops, we'll give it 15, 20 minutes, and it's not. We'll drive around, and then we'll go 50 yards to our right, and there'll be a school bunched up. Fish that, and then we'll drive 200 yards back to our left, find a school bunched up. I mean, we're just constantly fishing these schools till I guess we get 3 or 4 good fish out of them, then we're riding around looking for a new one. But today the ticket has been the shaky head with that black and blue little shaky head worm. That's the only thing we could get a bite on today. No jig, no Carolina rig, but we found the pattern, so we're gonna keep wearing them out today.
Hey guys, so I was having some microphone issues at the boat ramp for the outro. I apologize for that. Nonetheless, a heck of a day on Lake of the Pines with my boy Sims, Wheeler, and of course my sidekick D-Dub. Man, we was able to show you guys where we were fishing, how we were fishing it, and what we were seeing on the graph. One thing I want to talk about is a little boat ramp etiquette. Check out what happens to my boy Sims' truck, trailer. Got his fender ripped off. It's all screwed up. He's going to need a whole complete fender right there. Now, these guys hit Sims' trailer and just decided to take off and go on to the house because what do they care? It ain't their trailer, right? Well, that's a bunch of bull. Luckily, a fan and subscriber, Ryan Ness, saw this all go down, left a note on Sims' truck and said, hey, buddy, I got the license plate, the kind of vehicle, and the description of the guy who just hit your trailer and took off. So, props to you, Ryan Ness, for being a good old boy, man. We appreciate you. Hey, appreciate you guys watching this episode of Fish Life Outdoors. We couldn't do it without you. And don't forget, when you bite that life, just get out and live it, baby.